Teddy, Dustin is a plus 240 underdog, minus 300 on McGregor. I know you're excited for this one. I'm looking forward to talking to Dustin when it's over, but what are you looking for here out of Dustin?
Look, he's in there with maybe the greatest pure striker in the history of UFC. I mean, southpaw on top of real good puncher. We have some great young strikers now that are Alessandra, so many of these special that are still making their way. But for just striking, almost in the prototypical art of the way we look at striking, not with all the other, bells and whistles that Alessandra and everyone, because these guys are so athletic, they're so special, they're going to be in their own place too. They're going to be in their own category. They are, when it's all said and done. And Silva is already. And Jones is already. But when it comes to just, for my business, the conventional, prototypical striker with power, understanding range, form, technique, McGregor might be the best right now. At just that part of it. Not touching on any of the other parts with the kicks and the other dimensions of it. So he's in there with a guy who beat him once, so it's the mental. Look, from what I believe and know about Poirier and his character, he will overcome the first hurdle. You know what the first hurdle is? Getting over their first fight and the results of that. Some people never get past that part where they're overcome with that. They never get that out of the rearview mirror. It's like the golfer that hits the bad shot, goes into the water. He the rest of the day, he's finished because he can't get past that shot. One thing I believe in my heart, my mind, my soul, that will not be the case with our friend Poirier. He will have that in the rearview mirror. He will be there for a new night and new ideas. And the experience that he's gained since that first fight should never be dismissed or undervalued and not understood to how important it is. He was a baby then compared to what he is now. A baby compared to what he is now. He's a man now. He's a whole different fighter and person. Technically, physically, and mentally, emotionally. That is something that does not get, I don't think, can't get properly worked in when you're making book on these fights. You know how important that is. It will show that night. Only he knows. So, listen, again, McGregor, good puncher, southpaw, tremendous striker, tremendous counterpuncher. Poirier, a different guy than he was. The ability to block it out. New fight. I think a chance for a new result. Much more competitive because he's aware of what he wasn't aware of before. Not only aware of what the man in front of him is capable of doing. That's important. Very important. But aware of what he can do. He wasn't sure of that. Now he understands it. And what constitutes that. He understands that part now. He understands what does paralyze you in there. He understands, like that old saying, that great old saying in war, where the scout rode ahead and came back to the troops and said, I've gone ahead and I've seen our enemy. And our enemy is us. And that's kind of what experience, when you're young and you're immature, that's what it equates into, is understanding how you're the enemy. That you are not mature enough yet and in control enough yet to handle what's coming, to understand how to handle it. He understands how to handle himself, how to not beat himself.
That's gonna be an entertaining fight. I'm dying to see that
I
one.
think it will. Listen, dangerous fight, but Poirier can punch. Poirier's a hell of a striker. There's a difference with size as far as reach. The most important part is don't get caught in front of, like Cater did. Don't get caught waiting in front, and don't get caught on the way in. Find a way, figure out a way to get him to come to you, or for you to go to him in a safer way where you don't walk into his strength, which is his ability to make you make a mistake and make you pay for that mistake. To make you create a hole, a space, and he fills the space with that left hand that's a real good power punch.
Yeah.
That's what's in front of Poirier. I think he'll be ready for it. That's the best I can tell you. I think he'll be ready. I think he'll be enhanced from what I just finished saying. And I still, for those people that are McGregor lovers, I get you. I know how good your guy is. And that's why I say it's still a dangerous, tough fight. But I believe Poirier is prepared better than as good as you could be prepared. And this part of his life now has... he's at a better place.